the Harris team going on offense on TikTok, bolstering her credentials with young voters and taking jabs at the GOP ticket. The DNC also credentialing some 200 influencers for the convention, including Vidya Goplan and Nadia Okamoto, TikTok creators with more than 3 million followers each, massive followings. They've been online, they've been online friends for years. I'm just learning that. That's very cool. They join us now for the first time here at the DNC. Did you guys ever meet before this or no?
We met for the first time yesterday.
How was that? Was that cool?
Oh, yeah. It was like I've known her forever.
So talk to me about this. You guys got the invitation to come here. Are you guys happy you're here? What have you learned? And do you think people will actually vote after seeing some of your content, which is an endorsement of the Harris Walz ticket?
Yeah, I mean, extremely excited to be here. It's truly an honor. I was actually here in 2016 before I was a social media influencer. And I think for me, I'm not surprised that creators are credentialed. If anything, it feels like the obvious right thing to do if you're trying to mobilize the young vote. Obviously, this whole ticket depends on winning the young vote, and so why not have creators here?
And I think TikTok is a great platform, especially for the younger generation. That's how they're consuming news. That's how they're consuming media. So I think it's a great way to get them to get out and vote.
It is. So you guys have a huge responsibility, right? Because sometimes people think of social media as influencers showing fashion, what to buy, funny videos. But I mean, what you're talking about now can make a difference in the world. Does that weigh on you?
Well, so I never was a TikToker that just did fashion or otherwise. I started talking about periods. I mobilized around the tampon tax, around legislation, around advocacy, and I think that's a misconception around content creators. You know, a lot of us created platforms talking about our stories, being Americans, going through our daily life, whether it be exploring education or healthcare.
Right, there's a range. There's a range.
Yes. Yeah. But I would say, so I ran for office in 2017 before I was a TikToker, and for me, actually running for office convinced me I would never be a political candidate again, but also showed me the magic of social media, right? Because if you look at political candidates, they're raising lots of money to run political ads. They want to build brand awareness. We probably collectively have more impressions than some news outlets who are here, right? Yeah. And I don't say that out of competition.
It's fine.
I say that out of the goal of campaigns is to raise awareness, get the name out there, educate, and that's what we can do on our platform.
So is the campaign inviting you here and putting you up, or is it just the credentials?
They're giving us the credentials to be here. So,
but like hotels, they flew you here, that kind of thing. It's the whole thing.
No. So
it's basically like you're sort of a. I don't want to say a journalist because maybe you don't like that word, but you're here to cover the convention and put it on your feed.
Think of us just like another member of the media, right? We are media personalities, and just like a writer who might be here covering this event, we're doing the same thing, but we're doing so in a really visual, short-form content sort of way.
How do you make sure you're not being used by politicians? Because like one of the first rule of politics and covering politics is that a politician's first job in office usually is to get reelected. So how do you make sure that you're actually doing work that can help people and not being used by a political machine?
Well, look, I am first and foremost an American voter too, and for me, I think that I approach it more as here's a candidate and a ticket that I want to support. I proactively wanted to be here. It's not that they reached out to me. They're trying to use my platform. They're not, specifying deliverables or messaging. I haven't gotten a single messaging document. If anything, I'm here and I'm like, hey, I want to do everything I possibly can to use the platform that I have. I think it's an enormous responsibility to have this platform, and what do you do with it? And so, for me, I would say I don't feel used, but I'm also kind of like, use me, whatever I can do to be helpful.
Maybe you do want to be a part of the campaign.
Yes, I think it's I feel like
and you don't make any bones about it. You don't try to be objective and lie to your viewers. You're saying, listen, I'm going to vote for her, and this is why.
And I think that part of it is like, I believe in this campaign, what it stands for. I am someone who believes so strongly in reproductive rights, and I think that my platform is built off sharing that passion. And so social media is just a way that we're furthering ourselves to do that.
Why do you think people have love Kamala Harris so much on places like TikTok? I mean, I know her laugh, the coconut tree, all these things took off and they blew up.
I think she just somehow reaches this younger audience using the trending sounds and using what kids are familiar with, right? This is what they're watching every day, and I think she really brings the younger audience in that way, which is so great. It's
interesting because it's the same social media team, I'm told, that was helping Biden out, but they're helping Harris out, and it's a completely different reaction. So I guess it's the person who's at the center of it, right?
But I think also at the same time, if you look at if you try to put it more in marketing speak, right? If you think about authenticity and sort of the ability to, be in it with culture, right? Like Biden even trying to be Brat is inauthentic, and asking him to try to speak to what Brat is just going to be cringy.
Can you explain that to our viewers? Because some people may have heard it, our younger viewers. I know our staffers have. But, I mean, can you explain it to maybe some of our older viewers what the Brat thing is?
So Kamala is Brat, right?
Brat.
And Brat is this kind of identity that was created by the musical artist Charlie XCX. If you've seen the Apple dance on TikTok, to actually a remix of the Coconut quote. But Brat really, it's kind of like the next-gen version of Paris Hilton's Sliving, right?
Okay.
So Brat is completely authentic. We know the system, it has not worked for us in the past. We're going to define it for ourselves. The vibe of I'm going to make my own table, bring my people with me, and kind of defy the stereotypes and odds.
But she's been in politics for decades. She was an attorney general. I mean, she's part of the system. So how can she be Brat and still be part of the system?
Because I think that she's worked within the system in a way that feels very much challenging it to be better and for the values that she really believes in, right? And so, and look, I fully believe that it helps to be in the system. I mean, to be able to be vice president, to be able to be our next president and be an amazing woman of color who has this authentic being around her, that is Brat.
That's Brat in definition.
I think people are incredibly successful on TikTok when they are themselves, when they're authentic.
Yeah.
Have you been here and have you questioned anything you've done as far as okay, I'm at a political convention now, this is different? I mean, do you have to act differently or are you just you?
I think for my platform, I focus a lot on beauty, lifestyle, kind of family content.
Yeah.
So I infuse politics in a lot of ways within my content. I don't primarily talk about politics. And so it's kind of a seamless process for me. I can just go about my day or do my vlogs and kind of infuse what I'm doing throughout the day.
What have you been doing here? Give me an example of one thing you did here.
Just, taking footage of where I'm going and who I'm seeing and all the different events that I'm going to. And
how's the fashion down here at the DNC?
It's pretty good, but it could use some work too.
It could use some work too.
I think, again, think of us as just like an alternative new form of media, right?
Yeah.
I know what you guys are. No, I get it. I get it. But I know that this is a new experience for a lot of you guys that are here that have these credentials, and you have a huge responsibility whether you know it or not, because if people are only getting their news from TikTok, then what you give them, it not only has to be right, it has to be sort of vetted in a way, because if not, it's propaganda.
But
maybe you're okay with that, but you should also realize what you're doing, because it's a huge responsibility.
But I think that that's also where there can be a symbiotic relationship, whether with the campaign or, staffers here, right? We had the chance to interview the DNC chair, and I think to be able to kind of have the freedom to say, hey, you can ask him whatever you want to ask him. And for me, I went up and I said, what is the DNC and what are we doing here, right? Because I think that for a lot of my viewers, they've never heard of this before.
Oh, yeah,
right?
I agree.
And so I think that's where, it's not, to us, it's coming in and education and just sharing our experiences. Yeah. So it's a beautiful, beautiful opportunity.
I want to thank you both so much. Thank you for coming out here. I do want to tell you, the Top Story staff, the producers behind the scenes, we're so excited for this segment because I think it's so important. I think it's important as well. And I think it's going to open up a whole new way to watch these conventions and experience them. So thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.